Just sit back and watch this bonus clip for a second. Oh, get rickety wrecked, you scribbity scrubs. Alright, how you doing, guys? I apologise if this this video is somewhat substandard. I'm currently rocking about 3 hours sleep. Yeah, so I'm not going to be the most coherent man ever. Also, I've just kind of totaled about a quarter bottle of whiskey, and I've had a pint for breakfast. In my defence, I've not got anything on today, and I was celebrating because I thought my 3 kilo bag of gummy snakes would have arrived today, but it hasn't, because the Royal Mail have an extremely poor snake delivery system. But anyway, enough about my delicious snake. Let's get to the gameplay. I've kept a whole round, but it's a bit sparse. I've got a good, I kill a lot of people and I get a lot of different variations on gameplay. It's not just infantry, it's infantry and vehicle gameplay, which I tend not to watch vehicle gameplay on YouTube, actually. Like, I watch other YouTubers and stuff, and I enjoy watching other gameplay, and it tends to be infantry because I tend to find that the more exciting sort of gameplay. But yeah, I've got some tank gameplay in here as well, just to mix things up a bit. And you see here at the start, I always come to Delta first, or second rather, because I don't like fighting under that dish. There's too many pillars for people to hide behind, and you tend to get people rolling in from Echo as well, just absolutely wreck you. Because there's a massive armoured column that will just pull through you. And you'll see here as well, this guy's just leapt out of his tank. Somewhat of a fucking stupid decision. Oh, I'm in a giant, heavily armoured tank with which I can wreck people. Quickly, let me jump out and give the tank to McBob, who will go on somewhat of a killing spree and annihilate my team with it. Like, I tend to go down with my vehicle, or I jump out when it's in a state where I know I can destroy it very quickly. So if it's on extremely low health and you jump out and you know someone's going to jump in it, you just spin around with an RPG and nail it. Like, it's got to be under a certain amount of health, and you've got to know that you can destroy it, because otherwise they've got one of your vehicles, which means one of your vehicles won't spawn. So you're a vehicle down, your team is a vehicle down, and your opposition's a vehicle up. And I've just never understood people who, they'll just leap out of vehicles for no reason, and you'll see it later on, where this guy just jumps out of his vehicle, and lo and behold, he gets wrecked. And there, look, the tank, as soon as I jump out, gets destroyed. And this bugs the hell out of me. Hang on, I'd forgotten to delete the audio track that had. But yeah, I kind of think that the defensive class, class upgrade, or what are they called? Specializations, I think. The defensive specialization, they need to change the flak jacket or the body armor perk so that only affects bolt action snipers, because it affects pistols, which means the 45 caliber pistols need to hit you 4 times to kill you point blank range, which is the same as the standard caliber pistols. And I've done a huge thing on the pistols. I've done a complete pistol guide. Check that. You saw him at the bottom of the stairs there, but he ran away because he's scared of how dunked he's going to get if he comes up those stairs. He's going to poo all over his head. Anyway, yeah, I think because it takes 4 shots for an M1911 or a compact 45 to kill someone point blank, and it takes 4 shots for an M9 to do it, or an MP443, and it changes the dynamic so much. Plus, that guy killed me and had 2% health left. If that was because of the defensive perk, that means that his defensive perk has sort of you know, taken away from the fact that I'm using a better close quarters gun and I reacted more quickly than he did. Simply because he's not changed his perk, because the defensive one is the basic one. I don't know. The defensive perk really bugs me, and I'll probably rant about it in later videos, but whatever. Hydraxon, that's the guy that jumped out of his tank earlier. That, you know, I stole. I love that as well. When you can only see someone's head. That wasn't him head glitching at all. Like, that was just inconvenient. Well, inconvenient for me, but convenient for him, cover. But whenever you see someone that's head glitching, and you manage to beat them anyway, and you just think, do you know what, fuck you. Like, I have done so much better than you on this. All I could see is your head, but that's alright, good sir, because I will still shoot you in your stupid mouth, and I will win. Here we're coming up to it. I love this sort of intense gameplay here. Like, all my squad mates are, like, I've just rocked up, I've no idea where anyone is, and running out of ammo, so I've got to change kit and reload, McBob, reload. Yeah, like, revive that guy, but reload. Come on. Oh, there you go. And it's just like, if I'd have just bloody reloaded, I might not have died. Oh, spoilers, I die. But if I'd have just reloaded, I might have been alright, because I might have been able to kill those two people before they broke away and sort of flanked me. Dun, 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 dun. I love the noise the SAR makes. It's just a shame it's really shit in close quarters. Although, to be fair, it doesn't matter what gun I had. The FAMAS would have just cut me in half anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to say, oh, FAMAS OP, because it's only good in close quarters. And I do love the FAMAS. It's a good weapon. Oh. Single malt puts hair on your chest. Although, to be fair, it's only a Speyside, so it's a bit more fruity with elements of vanilla and spice. And all things nice. Rolling through onto this. Oh, yeah, and I spawn in a tank now. Yeah, tanks. What objective is that? Bravo objective. And oh my goodness. This always really bugs me when I'm playing and this happens, and it's just like, it's a soft land. How did it just resist all those shells? And then you can run it over and it's still fine? What is this made out of? Like, Wolverine should get his friggin' spinal cord back. Like, that adamantium soft lamb is just not cool, man. Yeah, dunking Hydraxon again. I don't know, like, I don't know why I'm saying, yeah, dunking him again, because, you know, whatever. He jumped out of a tank at the start, and I think he's just got unlucky, because I was just having a really good round. I think what people don't tend to understand is when you watch people on YouTube, and you'll see them get, like, you know, 28-5 rounds, or 28-10, like, they've got, like, good, every time you see someone on YouTube, they've got a good round, right? Yeah, because they only show you the good ones. But I only show you the good ones. I have really feckin' terrible ones as well. And I drove up here because I wanted to run someone over, but it didn't really work out for me. I just really wanted to get a roadkill. You know? I just really wanted a roadkill. I've sped this bit up as well. Oh, what you can't see is I'm kind of gutted I sped that bit up, but it's there's not a lot of action, so you kind of got to. When I went up that hill, you know, tanks have this weird glitch where because tanks are essentially weightless in this game, which is stupid. And they spin round sometimes. They just randomly do this big, like, spinny roundy thingy. That's the technical term. And I did this weird spinny roundy thingy, and then just accelerated down the hill at just some unbelievable pace. But yeah, we're back into combat now, and this kind of bugs me about the LAVs, or the infantry fighting vehicles, the IFVs. The turret doesn't go very high. It doesn't go very high at all. And if you're in a situation, because it's an infantry fighting vehicle, and I respect, you know, you're not supposed to be able to shoot down aircraft with it, and an IFV with a, you know, a high up turret and canister shells would be great against helicopters. So I don't argue with the ALAVs, or IFVs, I keep changing what I call them, but I don't argue with the fact that they should have a somewhat more limited field of movement for their turret. But it's just, if an infantry's on even the first floor, you can't look up that high. It's like, you know, dogs can't look up. Yeah, I just feel like I'm cursed, like I can't look up. Oh, sorry, I've had to speed all this up. Because part of the problem with this round is I was on a decent streak. Like, sometimes, a lot of the videos... Check that guy, he was having a whale of a time. Just leaping in out of nowhere on a quad bike. A lot of the times when I post footage, they're often from the same night. Because, you know, when you have like 3 really good rounds in a row. So I just, you know, because I'm recording a lot of them, I just record most of them and Shazam! Like, there you go. And I tend to post sort of them all. And then I'll have like several weeks of absolutely crap gameplay every night. Or I'll forget to turn my recording on. Like me and Acapona, my clanmate and my friend, were playing the other night. And I was just on fire. See, 16 health. I know I can destroy that if someone else jumps in it. But anyway, I was absolutely on fire the other night. Like, I was just crushing everyone that came against me, and I have no idea like how I was doing it. It was just going so well. But I didn't record the first round where it was going really well, and then I thought, well, it can only go so well from here. And then I had 3 more rounds where I just flattened everyone. And I didn't bloody record any of it. Like, I was MVP 3 rounds in a row, which doesn't happen a lot for me. Like, MVP's kind of... it's a bit of a rarity. But like 3 times in a row's... you know, that's hen's teeth for me. But yeah, this section... what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the reason this round is so sparse, and the reason I've had to speed up so much of it, is because the server rotation I was on was Conquest Normal, 32 man. That's right, you know, that fits the numbers. But then for some reason, they had Conquest Large for this map. Oh, what? Like, why would you just throw a Conquest Large in there for like no reason? So yeah, there's like 32 men spread quite thinly over this Conquest Large map. And check this guy out as well. Like, worst tank driver ever, gets taken out by 1 engineer. Wait. I think he switched to the gunner seat? Which seems a bit daft, I don't know. But, bing! Give me all your points. Fucking all your tank are belong to me. I think it was just me anyway. Yeah, because that guy's recon, so he couldn't really have done much damage. You can't fire through tank armor with a sniper rifle. And this kind of bugs me. Like, I got a few hit markers on that guy, so my sniper buddy should have been able to take him out, but nah, just didn't. And shit, I'm using... I just bounced a grenade off the bloody tank I was hiding behind. That was proper retarded. In my defense, it did look like it bounced off an invisible texture, but, you know, something you just got to suck up in this game, really. Occasionally there's a texture that no one can see, but some people know exists. It's like, whenever you see people like hide behind invisible walls, and it's just like, how much do you have to play this game that you know where the invisible walls are? Like, get a girlfriend or a dog. Like, take your dog for a walk. Get a cat. Like the 6 minutes that it would take for you to stroke your cat and feed it. Yeah, like I was saying, never jump out your vehicle. Get rickety wrecked. Thanks for the tank, bruv. And it's the AA tank as well, the mobile AA, at the time that I recorded this. Overpowered us. Oh no, there's fire! My tank can't do... oh no, wait, yeah, fire doesn't do anything. Thanks for letting me know where you are, though. Let me cut you in half. Oh, look, that's the guy I just took the friggin' AA off as well. His name pops up a couple times with me killing him with this tank. He just gets... I'm not sure if he gets unlucky or he's just trying to undo the fucking heinous mistake that he made by jumping out of the tank when I was near it. What bugs me as well though is when I've recorded this, I've not unlocked Tiger Snow, so I've not got stripes on my tank. Do you know how depressing that is for me? I like to have the most stylish tank around, and although is it atomic snow, it essentially looks like snow leopard print. That, my friend, is the tippy top of battlefield fashion. You think fashion's your friend? My friend, fashion is danger. Ooh. Still sipping on some single malt ale. Wait. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? And I feel really bad about sort of just sitting here and staring at that helicopter. Well, I say I feel bad, but you know, whatever. If you're willing to jump into a helicopter when there's a mobile AA next to it, then it's your own bloody fault. But I felt a bit bad for just camping, staring at that, so I moved around a bit and stared at it from a different angle, camped a different spot. But yeah, so took a quick crack at it, down it goes. There's another guy in here somewhere as well that I need to take out. And for all you budding slammers and mine droppers, I would call you miners, but that just reminds me of a sort of, that just puts the image of like a sweaty, coal dust covered Yorkshireman in my head, and that's not really something I want. But anyway, for all you budding sort of engineers who drop mines and M2 slams, a great place to put them, that I've found anyway, is, you know, when you get those foxholes in the road. So if there's been a mine placed there and it's exploded previously, or C4 has exploded there, or an RPG or whatever, so there's a hole in the ground, people tend not to look in, you know, because you know how you spam Q when you're driving a tank, so that, or whatever button you're bound to spot, you spam your spot button, and then you get the little orange dots that show up as your show up as mines, enemy mines. That's the term I was looking for. They show up as enemy mines, but you tend not to be able to get line of sight on them, so they tend not to get spotted if they're in a foxhole. So whap them in there, and then when the tank sort of bundles over, kablam! You get a free kill. And I kind of thought, that's a punch up I'm never going to win. The mobile AA is, I don't know, people complain about it being overpowered, but it's crap against land vehicles, and it's not that great against infantry. So it's only good against air, which is kind of the point. I don't know. People cry about stuff, and I don't really understand it. What I do understand is people crying about the little bird. Ooh. It's just like, let's make this absurdly maneuverable. You can repair it from inside. Alright, so my gripe isn't necessarily, alright, you get to low health. 21, I can destroy a tank if it's on 21 health, because I've got an RPG, so I jump out. My gripe isn't necessarily little birds. Because little birds, scout helis, they're supposed to be maneuverable, and they're supposed to be good against infantry, okay? That's what they're there for, so I don't mind, as an infantryman, getting stomped all over by this super maneuverable helicopter. What I do mind is that 25mm cannons have splash damage and are amazing against vehicles. And you can repair it from inside. So it's just like, I have hit a little bird, and I've got footage of this somewhere. I might delete it actually. Oh, I feel bad about saying I've got footage now. Anyway, I've shot a little bird with 5 iglas in a row. I've hit it with 5 iglas, or however many igla rockets you get. Because I spawned in on my mate who's been shot at by a little bird. So I spawned in with an anti-air thing. Locked on, fired, held lock, got the vehicle damage. Locked on, fired, held lock, got vehicle damage. Locked on, fired, held, and it was just, I've hit this with 5 friggin' rockets. Why isn't it dead? Oh, because there's some, you know, dickhead in the side who can repair it. It's absolute BS. I don't think any vehicle should be able to be repaired by the people who are standing inside it. Be it attack boats or little birds. I just do not think that it is okay for vehicles to be repaired from the inside. That I might actually go on a bigger rant about, because I love going on rants. I might go on a bigger rant about that at a later date. But yeah, thanks very much for watching this one. Subpar though it may be, because I'm a little bit half cut. Ooh. See how old this footage is. I'm level 48. But yeah, I thought it was nice to just show you a mix of just various vehicles as well as infantry combat, so that you can just, I don't know, I'd like to say get a feel, but pretty sure you'll play Battlefield, so you can get a feel for these vehicles by driving them in the game that you own. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Like if you liked it, sub if you really liked it, share it if you're feeling generous and awesome and kind and brilliant. I think that's me, brown nose enough. It's not really my style. I'm almost at the bottom of my glass. This clip's almost at the end. So thanks very much for watching. Laters, taters.